But for a small part of the bodies can be a little bit not perfect. But for example, you have a cold, you have a heat, but you have a cold in the half year. So the whole year as a whole is even. Is that right? So actually we're based on the principles, we assist the body to overcome. So the interventions shouldn't be too strong. We just click some switches and make some smart jobs. We don't build in the house to keep it flat and rebuild. We do a smart job. So a smart job means 妙. When Chinese medicine talk about the acupuncture,
it's a 妙.
Yeah,
妙.
Smart.
So 妙 mean the difference between a shallow practitioner and someone who look further.
Yeah.
We try to do the.
Yeah, the good practitioners, you do a small job. A good manager, you do small job. You don't do a huge job. Yeah. All the body, all the system is perfect. One might be disturbed, but it have its own system mechanism to balancing, because the world is perfect. This is very important idea. The world is perfect, our body is perfect, but sometimes a little bit of change. But even though we have problems, our body is overcome, try to heal it itself. We just do a little bit of job to help it come back.
But
so that is why we don't list those too much.
But you really need to know what spot to hit.
So you see my needles. Once you have a diagnosis, I'm not saying 100% treat like that, but it is successful cases. You use very small needles to treat a big problem. So one the guy, he's got very hot, sweating, and chest pain, back pain, shoulder pain. Okay. The heat reversing, attack the lung, active liver. So just doing one point, no pain, and the heat is going, I'm not sweating. So that's the effectiveness of the needles. We don't smart job. We don't do a huge job. We don't restructure, rebuilding the body. Less intervention
the better
is the best. So based on our self-kind healing. So this is a little bit, we have this idea is very important. You see where is to go. Sometimes no intervention is the best intervention.
Tai Chi.
Sometimes people know that, you have a fever, the boys. I heard one herbalist, people come, he told me, he checked the pulse, pulse specialist. Pulse is even. You have a fever, okay, doesn't matter. Today at 12 o'clock you'll be okay, fever will go. So he don't prescribe any herbs, that's good doctor. So the boys got confused, not going to any medicine. Come back home. Yes, the next day said, thank you very much. Cured. So that's a kind of proposal, non-intervention, but still a proposal. And you understand what's the mechanism? Because the body is healing itself. Sometimes you have a little bit external problems. The bodies have a heat. The heat is fighting the cold. Right? When the heat is abundant, accumulated, then the cold is gone. So sometimes our spasm is the muscles, spasm stretching, get rid of the cold. Stretching spasms create the cold, hot. So also the lady, why he's after 5 minutes walking, he feels better. Why? Because the movement belongs to yang.
Yeah.
Yang can treat in the cold. So we are able to use the yin-yang ideas to understand everything. That's a very good, important tools. So I hope we use this yin-yang. And then you can say you are doing Chinese medicine. Otherwise, non-Chinese medicine. Or non-holistic.
Right? The other good things of like knowing better about the basic principle of Chinese medicine, that we can help emergency cases
Yes.
In one workshop, I've seen people it's here in New Zealand, and this acupuncturist said that if you have a emergency, just ring 111. That's all. It's not our job. I said we are here as a therapist. If we've seen that like we can do it with Chinese medicine, with acupuncture, try it.
Yes, you're right.
I have done a lot of emergency cases in my clinic. Yeah.
So
They
maybe
are
it's
fine.
safe to dial 111 in the meantime.
Well, you can do
Yeah.
that, like a parallel way. But just be be trusted, to Chinese medicine, because we are a Chinese medicine practitioners. So not it, we have a big signboard, and then when people coming in, I said sorry, you go to the hospital. That's me.
The case 2,
Yeah.
another case 2. So you see the treatment for the kan is use the bagua, the kan and the left. So this one is you use the abdominal acupuncture.
Hand.
Only the hand,
Yeah.
as a hand.
Hand. I use hand acupuncture.
So hand acupuncture. So you use the bagua for the whole hand.
Yeah, I use the bagua. Because once you know the mechanism,
Yeah, what's the difference?
once you know the mechanism, then you are able to use it flexibly.
Case 2.
Flexible. I mean, very flexible, using the needles, very flexible. But of course, we have to know which meridian is sick. Okay, which way the meridian is going up, which way is going down, which way is going surface, which is going inside. Yeah. So this involves your understanding about the points and meridians. So, and the principles in yin yang. So talk about yin yang. Yin yang combined together becomes the middle qi. So principles in yin yang. So during your practice, but for self-understanding is very important. Once you really understand the ideas, then you can apply. You can find your own way. So nobody can copy your way. So just like nobody can help you to understand the nature, only yourself. So don't look at other people. But so one way to learn, first of all, you focus on the Neijing. This is your guideline, principles. But some part it might be understanding not so good. So you need to check what other people understand. This point. You find a way. Oh, your understanding also makes sense. Okay, then this becomes your knowledge. Then you carry on. Then your next problem, you search. You start to search now to find other asking, communicating. This guy answered again. Oh, this is a good guy. So bring all his books and some to read in the meantime, but it is still focused there. But sometimes might be that guy also wrong. But you pick up the other guy. Okay, makes sense. But afterwards, you say, this is wrong. I come back to that guy.
I put I'm very careful where I put my energy.
Yes.
It's important to me because I'm responsible for the outcome, right?
Yes.
So the most important thing to me is where I put my chi. And secondly, the well-being of people, or firstly.
What do you mean put your chi?
Where I put my energy, my concentration.
Concentration on where?
Well, for instance, now, for example, I use Huangde Neijing, right? So I'm interested in two things.
Yes.
Holistically.
Yeah.
Who decipher Huangde Neijing that I'm reading?
Yes.
And what sort of man is he? And secondly, what is his skill level to take from the ancient script to there?
I introduce you to Huangdi. Huangdi is become the master, the one of the beginners in Taoism. Huangdi is the master. When he was recording the Huangdi Neijing, when he was born, he knows a lot of things already. He's very smart. He learned all the skills in a very short time, and also he managed. He's the beginning of the Chinese culture, and begin is one of the ancestors of Chinese culture. So he look up the tidy up the literature. He all ask his minister to create the languages. He look up the agriculture. The medicine is one book. Medicine book is actually his talk speeches with the one good doctor, Qibo.
Chibo.
Yeah, Qibo. Then he himself, after the time he was going to go away, he just demonstrated on the Dinghu. It's a mountain. It's a mountain, and it's a lake as well. At that time, he going like that. This is like achievements from Taoism. The Taoism master, they have different levels of achievements, but this is one of the best. He's just flying away. He's just flying. There's some Buddhism also can do that. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Muslim or some other Christians, but yet it's recorded. Huangdi go like that, just demonstrate. So
We have.
you believe or not? So I believe because even one word making me understanding a lot. Yeah.
You resonate?
Yes. Even one word can now help me so much. I said he's a great wisdom, so I believe. So that's very important.
But yeah.
I think Carl is also good to read about Taoism, as it's the base of the Chinese medicine.
Yeah.
At the moment, I read about Qi because the Qi
Yeah.
leads to Tao, and the Tao
also-
needs Qi to.
Also, there's one
Foundations.
kind of an interesting thing. But the language only expresses part of the meaning. Language is not truth. So we have to know what behind the language.
For instance, you have a Chinese ancient character.
Yes?
It's an art. It's a picture, and the person who hold the brush is demonstrate their Qi. And if you are smart, you can read that. So who is the person who has the right to look at that and then turn to the English language? This is
Yes.
my contradiction.
Yeah, that's why
This where
I
my
want to
heart.
say.
This is like
You
a
have
sickness
to-
in my heart at the moment.
Yes.
Indeed.
I know lots of people like you,
Uh,
they have a big investment just to go to the school to learn in Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even people interested in martial arts, like go to China mountains 10 years from the school.
Yeah. I also have been. Yeah.
Great. I mean.
But this is my biggest question.
But even though you know the Chinese letters,
Mm.
maybe you're not connected with
No,
the truth. That's
I'm
the risk.
like a
That's the
watered,
risk.
like a cordial, watered,
Yeah.
watered.
That's true.
That's my knowledge. That's the level, the maximum level of my knowledge.
Okay, okay.
But I'm lucky because the way I think, I can listen to you and Jessica and you Dan Dan, and make my whole thing is quite good, actually. Very, very beautiful for me. But still, at the heart of my thing is that what is the guy thinking when he is looking, and is he have the skill to see the brushstroke, and what will I think if I have that knowledge when I see can follow his chi when
Okay,
he's writing.
that is, I tell you, Carl, this is not knowledge, it's the connections. It's connections with this truth. Everybody's mind is the same. You have the same mind, share the same mind with me, and share Huangdi's mind. We are the same mind. We have the connections. So we are born connected because we are from the nature. All the living things are from Tao. Tao gender 1, 1 gender 2, 2 gender 3. All these things, all 3 or 2 or 1 is a different form of perfection. So you can relate it with that. But also talking about Taoism, Tao General 1, it seems to be talking about the beginning of the world. Is that related with the God? So people might ask that, but for my understanding, I think this Taoism is not talking about the beginning, because every point is the beginning,
Yes.
and every point is the ending.
End. Yeah.
But the future is start from here. But here is the end of the past.
Mm.
So everything they talk about Tao is a kind of things that is invisible.
Mm.
Because all the physical things start from the invisible.
Insubstantial.
Will generate one. Nothing can generate one thing. Only the empty, the nothing generates one. So that's the logics.
Maybe
So
something
You're
actual.
talking about the essence, okay? Process. This apply to everything. He's not talking about the beginning of the sport.
No.
No. Every point have Tao existed. So it's not a mechanism. You're talking about the mechanism. How is operation, how is the rules, laws.
Laws, yeah. Can't have to live. For the time being, it's enough for me to just follow, but I know in my future I need to closer to the truth.
Everybody, generally speaking, we are related with the truth already.
And how can I extend my study in your area in astrology and physics, this kind of...
So just astrology, you should follow like Mr. Kim.
I have his card.
Yeah.
But
for the sky, Wu Yun Liu Qi, and you can find some. You read some basic knowledges first. You read basic knowledges, and then you extend your learning.
can I refer back to your PowerPoint?
Pardon?
Can I refer back to your PowerPoint? Can I study it?
Yes, sure. Well, I listed
Just
some-
personally, not even for classmates. Just,
Okay, that's all right. Okay, this is because this one is my own creation.
I know.
It's just circulating within yourself.
Yes,
For your
just
self-study.
just me.
But it's not I'm not ready to like publish.
Yeah.
But also those diagrams.
No, but you give me something very, very valuable, and I
Yeah.
need to watch again and again.
Yes. Especially some diagrams we need to just watch. Yeah.
But if you're unhappy with that style, then I can come to see you or something. If you
Okay. No, you're welcome to discuss. Welcome to communicate. Not a problem. Yeah, you can learn from there. Of course. You have some question, I'm happy to just discuss together. Yeah, no problem. But unfortunately, now there's not so many English readings, so it will cost me a lot of time because I will need to translate into English. So I'm also not sure about the translation, so I have to put Chinese in the meantime. So actually, this will cost a lot of time.
Maybe after 5 or 8 years, I can help.
Why not now?
Yeah, sure, I can help now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much, Harry.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.